I mean, I brag about my daughter so much because I love her so much and I miss her so much. And I just think she's such an incredible little girl. And I think it's fair for her because to have me as a mother and to have me back in her life, because I really don't feel like Shelly is, even if they did take really great care of her, and even if I don't have like everything in the world to offer her, I still, I mean, and even if because I don't have much to offer her, it makes sense for her to be in a family that actually can afford to take care of her, and then in case of anything she can take over the company if anything was to happen. But they're the kind of people that already have so many kids, and 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 they love her so much, I can tell. But then at the same time, I think there's a lot of parents that seem like they love their kids, but they don't understand why, loving your kid is not keeping your kids away from the woman that loves them the most, and that's their mother. And I've already demonstrated my love for my daughter by giving her a better life versus keeping her with me, especially after knowing that my life, that I wasn't living the best life. The first step to being a great mother is knowing what's best for your children, right? Knowing the perfect people to choose. You know why I chose to surrender her? It's because when my daughter came in the little flowers, when
Okay,
she
let's
showed
go.
up, she held that woman's hand like she trusted the woman, right? Somehow she seemed a little afraid because I think my energy scared her, or something was going on to her emotionally. I don't know what they told her, but it's an energy thing, because I know for a fact that my daughter has never been afraid of me. That's why she was able to tell me, "Hey, mommy, Auntie Shelly hit me." Because if she was afraid of me, she wouldn't tell me those secrets, right? But the bad thing is, like, my daughter was trying to be like my best friend, was like, "Don't tell them, mommy." She's like, "Don't tell them, I just want to be with you." And I was like, I know, and I'm so sorry, I'm sorry that if things are the way that they are. And then she's just like, "But why?" And she's like, "Mommy, how come I'm not good at math?" I'm like, "I'll tell you why, because math is really complicated, and you need a teacher that knows how to teach with love, not a person that's just going to teach you the problem, but someone that is patient with you, that can give you that love feeling, that can talk to you well." Like, that's how I am. I talk to kids really well, and most kids love when I teach them. They really do fall in love with me, and I try to teach them that, like, I just try to tell them, just it's important. I understand the human body very, very, very well. Most people that are very like high end or big business owners, they believe in ignoring a child's feelings and emotions, and I don't believe that's the best thing to do in terms of growth, especially when I'm the kind of person, like, I've been a little girl before, and whenever they ignored me, it didn't make me the best person. It didn't make me any better. It made me better because that's naturally how I was born, but it didn't help the situation. It made me feel alone. But at the same time, I found different ways. Like, moving to America, I was taught about things that weren't taught to do in Africa, like journaling, right? And me and my daughter would like make music. She was in the studio with me. And, the guy, I was signed to DPE Records. And at DPE Records, the guy didn't touch my daughter the wrong way. He didn't touch me the wrong way. He did say I had DSL lips, which that's a start. He probably wanted to do something the minute. And I think you guys have to, like, really let artists be artists. Don't I know you're looking for a spouse. Let the artist choose if they want to be with you, because you're already making money off of them. And then when you take them into your custody, and then you force them to do to suck your cock or whatever at an early age, and you don't give them the permission to make the decision if they want to be with you or not, but you force them and tell them you have no choice. I think that's just extremely perverted, and then the artist is not going to trust you, like what Jay-Z did to Rihanna, and then Jay-Z grabbed Beyonce at a very early age. And I do understand that as a man you have needs, but a woman will love you and respect you more if you don't touch them at a young age. You understand that? Because I've never been so happy when I found out, like, the man that I loved very much did not even Evan is a white guy, right, that I dated, the first guy that I ever dated in my entire life. Even if he wasn't a virgin, Evan wasn't even a pervert. Evan didn't force me to have sex with him. That's why I loved Evan so much. Evan didn't even ask for us to have sex. He knew he wanted more than just sex with me. He wanted to build a bond. And we did that. And I felt so bad that I couldn't wait for him, because there is this feeling of love that overwhelms your body, that if you don't have some sort of affection and you just sit there, it just really, really like bugs you. Like, it doesn't bug you, but you just get so in love, so hungry that you almost can't even walk sometimes. You almost can't get up because your spirit is in healing mode, right? I call it healing mode, and it's just that moment you're feeling so good inside, but it's a lot. Like, you know what I mean? That sometimes you need to go somewhere else so you don't feel those feelings, because you become paralyzed almost by the love, right? And so I just want my daughter, and I just feel like, I love Indian people, and I'm so glad that and I feel like they have her because they want to show me that they can do it, that they can take care of my daughter. And I don't mind, but the thing is that you're making me not trust you. Like, you're making me not trust you. You're making me feel like you have a secret agenda. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but a phone call would definitely help. Even if she's not here, just talk to her and talk to me. Like, that's where I feel like I don't trust them. That's why I'm like, I don't want. It's not that because they're Indian. It's that they're not like, there's so many white guys that love to be with a black woman like my daughter. Because I get so many of them where I'm like, hey, I have a child. I have a daughter you can date. Like, why not just date her? You know what I mean? And then, because it's not that I don't want to be with them. It's just that it's too many guys. I can't have all the guys. I have to, these women need to be married to their partner. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm not greedy like that. I want you. I'm a mastermind, and I'm not gonna sit there and just try to be like, oh, I'm the only woman and I'm the best woman. The mother is always the best woman for you because she knows what's best for you. She will never ever allure you just to come in her presence because she knows you were born with intelligence. It's supernatural intelligence that you're not going to run off with some woman knowing that your body is in need of someone so important for you, right? Someone that knows what's best for you, what's good for you. But I want you guys to understand that I'm also only human. Of course, Mother Earth was supernatural in her past life, but I lost my supernatural powers for a reason, so I can have a better understanding on what's going on with the mortals. You guys are mortals, and you're like the babies of the universe, and just making sure, just understanding that you guys are why you guys exist. And I know why. I really know why they crucified Jesus, because Jesus was taken away from the process, the human process, and basically saying you guys were nothing. Basically, it's like, hey, if you use your mind, okay, if you use your mind, but the thing about it is he needed to do more than just teach. But Jesus didn't know that. He didn't know that he had to sit down and teach. Those were the beginning of times, and there is nothing we could do about it. There is nothing. And now Jesus sees what's going on. If you use supernatural powers and you don't get technical and you don't get intricate and you don't get into detail of there is a reason why mortals exist, because we have a long life to live, right? So rushing to hurry up to get somewhere is just like, you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, I don't even know what I was rushing for. You get what I mean? But supernatural powers are very much needed, but those kind of people you can't trust unless they can prove that they can actually, you can trust them, and this is what I wanted to say with my daughter, is that when she held my daughter's hand, when my daughter held her hand, it's like my daughter was speaking to me, and my daughter was like, I want to be with her. Just telling me that she has my approval. My daughter knows that I won't let her go with anybody. She knows that. She knows mommy loves her so much that I'm not going to let her just go. I'm talking about when I used to do drugs and she was in my custody, I would hold her so tight, especially when I was with the other guys, like the white guys and stuff, and my ex-boyfriend, Tyshawn, and we would do cocaine. But I would still hold my daughter. I was still sober. Like, I wasn't like doing cocaine and tripping out. I was still like, okay, my daughter has to go to bed. She has to lay down. I knew what to do. And it still doesn't make it like right for me to do drugs. But hey, I was healing and I was around drug addicts and not drug addicts, but drug dealers, not addicts at all. Tyshawn wasn't an addict. He would babysit my daughter. I've never dated an addict except for Evan. Now, I think white people that are addicts are more dangerous than black people that are addicts, if you ask me, because even white women have sold their children for drugs. I think black addicts understand the quality of their children. I think so, because they know they need that baby. Because I've been around, like, that's just my senses, right? Doesn't make them smarter, but that's just the truth. Like, white people have babies for days, right? And black people, their babies come a dime a dozen, like, the good ones. And when they find that their baby is good, they have a good baby, they're like, shit, I'm gonna marry you my damn self if I have to. Like, that's how it is. So I understand. That's just me, I'm not saying all black people are like that, because if that was the case, then their children wouldn't be like wondering where their daddy is, right? And then I want you to know that your daddy was probably at work, and so that's just me, my perspective from my senses right now, because I was reading books where like this white woman was a crackhead and she wasn't, and look at what Justin Bieber's mother did to him. You get what I mean? Don't you love your child? I think I love my child more than being a millionaire. You know what I mean? I think my child's life is more important, but then you've never been in that situation before. Like, I felt like my child is important, but I didn't give her away to the industry. I gave her away to the government. She was taken away from me first, not given away first. I was like, I'll be with you. We can work together. But even when I tell my daughter to go to school, she's like, Mommy, I want to just be here with you. And I know why she said that, because there was no teacher that was as calm and gentle as I was. In the AA community, the teachers are more aggressive and they laugh at the kids. And there was one teacher, this white teacher named Miss DeBias, when I was in elementary school, that would like literally laugh at kids calling me a monkey, right? And she was kind of like flirting with the teenagers, the young fourth graders. I was like, what's wrong with this woman? Like, I was very observant as a child, and I knew what right from wrong without even being taught. It's just a natural thing in your instinct. It's a natural thing in the instinct. So I just always felt like, whenever the white kids come up to me and they show me how good they are, then I feel like they know that that's their natural nature of being like, hey, in case you have kids, I would love to marry your child. And all my children I prepare them to marry a wonderful guy. You know what I mean? A wonderful guy that's going to be honest, that's going to trust, because I don't want to take your wife away from you. I don't want to do that. But I want to be able to know that you're able to take care of my baby, even if it's better than me. I want you to take care of my baby girl.